I'm Nina Gelbart. I'm a professor in the history department. My field of research is actually 18th century France, but I teach courses on many other things. So I do teach the French Enlightenment, I do teach the French Revolution. I teach the French Revolution in a way which it seems to me everybody should teach the French Revolution, but it's not normally done, and that is to teach it in conjunction with the story of the Haitian Revolution, because Haiti, in its former name, Saint-Domingue, was a French colony and became a free nation during the time that the French Revolution occurred. So they're linked stories. I teach courses on the history of medicine. I teach a class called Medicine and Disease in Western Society. I have taught a class called Panics and Plagues. I taught another class which was called Healing, which was mostly an examination of literature and its the insights that it sheds on medical practice and views of the body. One of the beauties of being at a school like this is that we get to teach courses that are on the specialty of our research and writing. But if we become interested in other things, or if we want to sort of stretch the scope of a course, we can do that, and we're encouraged to do that. And so many of us offer courses which are somewhat experimental because of interests of ours that evolve. And the reason I want to make this point is that I have colleagues who are also 18th century French historians who are at UCLA, for example, but they have no wiggle room. They can't teach on the 17th century because there's a 17th century French historian. They can't teach on the 19th century because there's a 19th century French historian. They can't teach on 19th century, 18th century England or Spain because there are historians in those categories, because it's a department of 70 people. Occi is really unique for a small school because we have a couple of Europeanists. We have, I am a Europeanist, but I also do the history of science and the history of medicine. We have 2 Americanists. We have somebody doing Asian history. We have two people doing Latin American history, and somebody doing Middle Eastern history. And for a department the size of ours, that is extremely unusual. Many schools have really just Europe and America. We are a very strong department. We've had all sorts of national awards. We've got lots of published books that have won prizes. So I feel very delighted to be among my history colleagues. I feel that people choose Occi who really want to be challenged and who really want to stretch in various ways.